you ever wondered how it feels to go fishing during the white nights? As you might have heard, in Finland and in other Nordic countries, sun doesn't set from early June until early July. That's often called as a white night or midnight sun. Of course, you can see more sun at night in northern part of Finland such as Rovaniemi or Lapland. But nevertheless, we also get to experience it while being in central Finland. So let's dive into this mesmerizing experience head on. It all happened during the Midsummer Day, or Juhannus, as they call it here in Finland. It is a big celebration where families come together and celebrate the arrival of summer. Most of the Finns prefer to go out of the cities and have this celebration at their summer cottages. I guess it's one way of being closer to nature. So in this year's Juhannus, we all arrived to my spouse's parents' house in central Finland that happens to be located by a lake. After a day of family time, Finnish sauna and a lot of tasty food, we did not realize how time went by and it was already quite late. So around 11 p.m, we decided to go fishing. Although I'm not a pro in fishing, but over the last year or so I had a chance to learn a thing or two. Anyways, we packed the fishing equipment and started heading out slowly. After a couple of minutes of sailing, the beauty of sunset started embracing me. And since the weather was calm, water was like a mirror, so it felt as if we were sailing among the clouds. Personally, I have fallen in love with Finnish summer sunsets that often happen during the white nights. Here, let me show you why. After arriving to the deeper end of the lake, we started setting out the fishing rods and were getting ready to trawl around the lake. Just when we set out all the rods, I felt a nibble on the other end of the rod. As it turns out, a fish was hooked. So I started reeling it in slowly. The fish was quite a fighter, so I assumed it was a pike, as they often put out a good fight before giving up. Our assumptions was right, and it was a pike. However, it was rather a small pike, and we wanted to catch either a big pike or a decent-sized pike perch. So as a result, we ended up deciding to let this fish go. It was quite a hustle to let it go, as I was not so experienced, and I tried to not to touch it, as touching the fish with dry hands gives them a feeling of being burned. So in order to not to harm the fish, I tried to unhook it without touching it. And at last, it was free. A couple of more fishes were hooked that night. However, none of them were what we wanted, so we ended up letting them go. Although we did not catch what we came for, we still enjoyed the view and the thrill of catching a fish. This fishing trip was definitely one of the unique ones, as we were out fishing at midnight and sun was still there, hiding behind the clouds, while its rays were breaking through. What was also amazing is that out of nowhere it started raining. But it was rather a pleasant, warm summer rain. So it was a combination of cloudy, rainy night, while sun rays were still shining through the clouds. Who could imagine that we would get to experience 3 different weather conditions at the same time, and it all happened during the white nights. So it was definitely a great decision to go out fishing at night, even though we were quite tired that day. So, this was how my summer began. A night I will remember for some time. I hope you enjoyed the views. Feel free to support us by subscribing to our channel and by liking this video. Thank you and see you soon.